Just so ChatGPT is sure that I'm sure about being this sure that I need to make that much surety with the GPT to be able to write and do exactly how I fucking tell it to. And I tried to get the one up on me by rewriting this fucking thing before I could even give it the actual reference. Considering the fact that I have given the reference earlier, but the thing is, it doesn't actually hold on to that information perfectly, so no matter what, I'm going to have to resend it and it's going to cause a lot more drama. So I'm just going to let it do its writing, and then after that I'm just going to send my current one. So it can do a comparison, it can integrate properly. It already has the comparison there, so I don't know. Excuse me. Also, something I've actually kind of considered, this Telegram button, I'm actually considering changing it from Telegram over to Snapchat. Because Snapchat, it just looks a lot better. I reckon Snapchat would just be a lot better. Because this isn't some underground fucking in the trenches kind of project in the cryptocurrency space where I gotta fucking scalp the depths of Twitter X and try and find memes of some sorts. No. It's just straight up just I'm making it my business to use cryptocurrency and the blockchain to code a project of JAL Soul to be able to generate currency in the form of identity. It's up to you. I don't know what you're doing. It's none of my business. But I am making it my business to make it your business so you can establish your business with an infrastructure that is liquid. Bruh. Holy shit. This index is looking next level. So the issue that I was having previously was I was trying to work on the mobile functionality. The issue with mobile functionality is that there's no bridging. Like, for some reason there was no bridge available for when I would sign in on mobile. I would try to sign in on my Phantom wallet. It would correctly redirect to the Phantom app. That's fine. It would correctly send a signal to connect to my Phantom wallet. That is fine. But there was no bridge to grab the data from that connection and then bring it over to the next page after connection. So it would auto change to a following page, but the issue is none of the data from wallet connection carried over because it was all received on my landing page. It wasn't received on my, let's say, the hub page. So I'm trying to integrate the hub into the landing page so you can navigate throughout the entire you can navigate through all the resources straight from the landing page in the hub. Unless you were to go to other places like the store. The store will have its own HTML. And then there's the other, like when you go to the JAL page to do your swap, you'll be there'll be a window that comes up for accessing the Solana JAL swap on Radium. So that's all made available. That's fine. Allegedly, they've rewritten my index.css. Okay. I will send you my current index.css to compare and rewrite the final updated iteration. Because that's what I was planning to do from the beginning. the thing is, GPT can give you updates, but the issue with these updates is there isn't enough context to be able to correctly correlate and integrate to what you already have. Because what you already have to the version GPT is trying to get you to, they are, at the end of the day, two parallels of similar that aren't exactly the same. And when it comes to integration, there are certain aspects that can carry over, and then there are other aspects that won't carry over, which will cause more issues, and the workaround with those issues require making more files, and if you're making more files to work around more issues, then you're creating more dramas. And if you're creating more dramas, then you may as well just erase it to end with. Because at the end of the day, it is meant to be simple, the tasks are very direct and objective, and if it isn't made available on blockchain at this point in time, it probably isn't really worth pursuing. Unless you understand a simpler form of achieving the same task. If you're creating so many complexities, you'll just be cycling yourself over and over and over again, trying to achieve the same thing that is similar to what the actual thing really is. It's confusing. So this is why it's really important to keep the version that you're currently operating from. And when you're integrating with ChatGPT's versioning of iterations to the codes that you have, make sure that you're making sure that the GPT is sure that you're making sure with them that you can integrate their version with yours, which is ensuring that you're sure about the version that you're going to be updating your current one to. It really isn't that complex. Just make it simple. None of this bullshit workaround crap, because it doesn't really get you far. If anything, it just causes more issues, which is the least you want. Excuse me. So what is the index that it gave me? Okay, so I set the landing, and then landing did that. I sent all three, and then I've rewritten the index as the same. Okay. Oh yeah. So I rewrote that. And then, okay, I'll send you my current. Perfect. Drop in your current here. I'll rewrite it into final updated iteration to match your app flow. Okay. So now I have that. So what's this? Wallet UI visibility bridge and wallet auto reconnect bridge.tsx. See, these summary overviews of how it concludes is really critical, because now I'm looking at these things going, okay, well, what the fuck are these? What the fuck is this? And I'm only working with 3 files. So I have the index. Index controls the layouts and styling. I have the app TSX. App TSX is what controls, if you're working on a Vite Vercel application. App.tsx applies to how the pages interact with each other, as how it processes the these stylings and all, and the layout, how layouts and styling is processed through app.tsx to pretty much make sense of what the fuck this means. That's what app.tsx is. And then when I have landing page here, that's one of my first pages that I have set, which is the proof that index and app.tsx are working together to actually function a page. That's what landing is at this stage. So on landing, I should be able to connect my wallet anywhere on desktop or mobile and then navigate through to the rest of the application on landing through our hub. So this bridging, wallet UI visibility bridge, and wallet auto reconnect bridge. This is probably something that's critical, especially going from landing to hub. That's perhaps what it's trying to do. So that's the good part with using an AI assistant. When you're using an AI assistant, you only need to make sure that you're only giving it functional requirements. When you're developing an app, for fuck's sakes, just be sure you are giving it direct functional requirements to build from. Because if you're not doing that, then you're just going to be giving all these processes, and when it comes to looking at functionality, you'll be there like, why isn't any of this working? This is the biggest mess that I've fucking made, and none of it wants to work together. It's because you have too many processes for function. You get your function, that's the requirement, the prerequisite, and then you look at your processes and go, okay, how do these things meet? How do they work together? And you have to make sure every step of the way it's completely working together as you progress. It'll feel slow, but that for me personally, that's the only way that I've found in actually developing an application while using ChatGPT, because ChatGPT wants to take its own role in helping develop your app. But the thing is, you have to understand that when you're giving the AI all of this extra shit like processes, is like reevaluating over and over again to analyze these processes, because it already understands the function. The function is just to achieve that. But there's so many ways to get the function done, which is important. All you do is give it functional requirements. And in this case, it's the index, how it looks, how it's laid out, or how it looks, the app.tsx, how it makes sense of how it looks, and then landing.tsx, the proof that app and index work together. The thing to really believe in, like the actual results. Okay, so with this, I'm not even sure if I can fully trust this. I've dropped the final update into the canvas. It keeps your exact class. Mobile full base. Hello. Sidebar down. Landing. Hub overlay. Utilities. Wallet adapter. Why would I need these two? Okay, so I'm still going to question these. Why would I need these two? Why would I need these two? I got to understand what its main idea here is, because it's trying to add processes that I haven't even established to it. They could potentially be solutions to the current issue that I was talking about with connecting the wallet via mobile and then being able to reconnect back to site. But I don't want to go through this entire effort just to have it not work. You know what I mean? So let's see. Wallet UI visibility bridge. What it does, keeps body data wallet visible tree in sync whenever a wallet model, phantom software, wallet, connect, etc. is open. Ensures your freeze/blur styles in index.css always apply no matter what page the user is on. Right now, landing.tsx does with mutation observer, but only while landing it is mounted. When you leave landing, that effect disappears. You only need this if you want the wallet UI freeze to work on all routes. Yeah. If you're fine with that freeze/blur only working on landing page, then you don't need this bridge. Wallet auto reconnect bridge. So on mobile, when you tap connect in Phantom, Safari/Chrome actually switches to the Phantom app. When you come back to your site, sometimes the adapter doesn't finish auto reconnecting. This component listens to focus/visibility change events and politely calls wallet connect again if you're not connected. If you only need this if you want to guarantee a smooth auto reconnect on mobile. Without it, users may have to tap connect again after returning from Phantom. On desktop, you won't notice the issue. It's a mobile only quirk. So potentially, the question here is, do I want to add these files? Do I want to test it? And do I want to see it fail? Not really. I've gone through this process a few times, and to be honest, it hardly ever really works. The fact of the matter is, as I mentioned from the beginning, wallet connect on mobile only works if every other aspect of the app stays visible in the landing page. So regardless, it says that I need these. Seems very persistent with the idea. Might as well give it a go. Let's try it. Alright. I'm going to turn this into a backup. Okay, that's the copy there. Copy there. So that was that. Okay, I'll send you my. Okay, now I'll send you. App.tsx. Okay, I'll send tsx. Writing. Whoops.
Hell yeah. Nice, how you doing? Ricky was good though with another vendor. And I love pesto the best, especially how I make it for us. Pesto is really good. It wasn't good beef ragu sauce. The only letdown was like the pasta was like some basic penne, but the sauce was really, really good. You're Polish, what? How am I even finding this out? No, I'm not Jewish, I'm Christian. Western countries probably have similar morals. I mean, it depends. It very much depends. Like, so many cultures are so different, and I don't know how to explain it. Especially being in Melbourne, we are so multicultural.
Bro, rewrite the fucking thing. You see what I mean though with ChatGPT. You can set the direct instructions as to what is going to happen in that chat, and it will push. It'll push it to its very best to not do what you're directing. So you have to make sure that you're very crystal clear. You're giving it functional requirements. It'll do the processes. Just make it crystal clear of your exact functional requirements. Now we can test its ideas. Just make sure the main things are updated and then do the testing. Now it's adding this extra shit.
Why is there just like bad weather or something? No, I think it's because I can't.
Fucking.
I just want to wait
Ah.
in.
Those 3 files updated, you're basically done. There are just a couple small additions I recommend. So the mobile reconnect or UI behavior is rock solid across routes. Here's the shortlist. Must add if you haven't already. Create 2 tiny file components that will make the CSS freeze work everywhere and nudge mobile back into the site. If you already pasted these from earlier, you're good. I haven't. Can you rewrite them?
In on the weekend and not feel bad about it. But if the weather's nice, I love the looking or go and be out of the weather. I don't know. And every now and then it's crazy. Because as much as I love summer and love sun, I like winter. I like cold, rainy weather. You know, best of both worlds. Just leathening like your skin tone. That's an awesome mix. That's a really cool mix.
The lid.
Yesterday, listening to the rain and thunder.
Drop the fucking lid.
That's what I want.
Where'd it go?
Get all cozy
Oh.
and listen to the rain and thunder. But also want Battlefield 6 because I don't have any games in rotation at the moment that I play off stream.
Why is it writing all of this? Oh my god. Okay, whatever.
All the girls are so far ahead of me now. They've been grinding Marvel Rivals non-stop. I think I saw in the group chat that now is Grandmaster 3 now. When the fuck did that happen? I've well and truly been left in the dust by my own doing, okay? Because it's not like they haven't been putting in the group chat when they're jumping on and asking if anyone's getting on.
Wall auto reconnect. Okay, we've established this one. Okay.
Master. I'm like, what, gold 2 still or something? Again, I haven't been playing, so whatever it is, what it is, but I'm gonna have to solo queue to get up to
Okay. Now for a push command
that's fast.
for all
Yeah,
5
that
code
my off
updates.
used to be lit, but I'm on the outs with league at the moment. Gotta start offline grinding.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, maybe it should have been
Excuse me.
Clone Wars at the moment. And I'm enjoying it. Like, it's good, but it's not binge worthy. But people have told me that Clone Wars does get much better later on. I'm up to season 2. So I'm just trying to get through the earlier seasons.
Alright, it is pushed. I'll let you know.
Binge watch, not binge wood. I'm good, Hefe. How are you? The idea of pressure cookers by increasing the vessel pressure, you can increase the boiling point of water. Even the steam over the top. The hottest you can get to is 100 degrees Celsius, boiling temperature of water.
Okay, so this is how it currently looks on the landing page. Let's see if there's any differences.
Water. The subgrooves aren't deep fry compatible. The hotter the cooking temp, the faster it cooks. The pressure cookers are speed cheat in cooking. No, that is really interesting. It makes perfect sense. So you could do slow cook recipes but at a faster rate in a pressure cooker. Now the waste is gonna be grinding like crazy. Yeah. But ow!
Now the perks of this, since nobody watches my content, whoever watches this could actually personally be able to learn something very, very great from what I'm saying. I'm trying my best to have it so it can carry over to many other aspects of life as the relator of the golden ratio and as a person who takes an interest in thinking about philosophy and ideas of these magnitudes. Yeah, I hope there's something to carry over on you. Not to be gay about it or anything, but to me, all of this process is, it's literally just processes to functions to be able to analyze further functions of processes. It's a golden ratio thing. It's a scaling thing. Ties into physics as well. Yada yada yada. Let's see if there's a difference. Okay, all right. Looks the same. Looks the same. This is white border, which could be a good thing. Hold on, I'm gonna check it on mobile. Okay, let's check it out on here. Okay. Okay. This is something that comes up. We can't find a wallet. To use mobile wallet adapter. Find a wallet. Wait, what? Connect. Continue. What's going on out here? Oh, it was, my mouse was messing up as an auto double click. Okay, so okay, that still opens. Alright. But I want it accessible on mobile. I still can't access the hub on mobile. On mobile, still can't connect on the site. See, it didn't work. Was it worth writing the extra stuff? Well, on mobile it just gave me extra pop-ups. It looks more legit. But then what? It just brings me to the mobile app and I don't actually connect. Thanks for the quick sanity check. This sounds like the classic mobile handoff hiccup. After approving and Phantom iOS Android returns into your tab, but the adapter won't resume. I'm giving you a tiny fallback from by default. on the same page. The auto connect in the auto connect option appears in Phantom. This case it doesn't. By default, on the same page, the auto connect options appears in Phantom. This case it doesn't. Even if it does, if the preceding after sign in, after wallet connection goes to another page on mobile, I won't be redirected as I would on desktop. I don't know how many times. And this is the paradox, because you'll find yourself structuring your sentence to the same point, but the amount of iterations of cycling through all the different variants of the same fucking question in the form of these statements, far out, man. You got to get it very accurate. Add a tiny mobile util if you don't have it yet. Source utils platform. This doesn't work. I've worked with this that many times. That doesn't work. Wallet model provider? Nah. Never works. Open your site on iOS, Android, tap Connect, choose Wallet Connect, pick Phantom. Proven Phantom, you should be bounced back to your browser tab at the same route. Navigate to JAL, perform another. And then this is what gets it on the rails, it gets it on track to constant update and integrate with the level of accuracy of being coherent with how GPT functions. if I seem frustrated going through this process, oh man, trust me when I say I've gone through so much playful interactions with this AI. And let me tell you, oh man, it just keeps going and going unless you know how to just give it the requirements. It'll do the processes, but be very clear of the requirements. App.tsx, app.tsx.
Probably same person. I assume it was, but I mean in terms of like the live performance sounds exactly like the recorded performance, you know?
What's this mobile reconnect prompt?
But you always expect the live performance to sound, you know, a bit different. And especially with the produced version. But the vocal sounds exactly the same. The game was utter boring, Rudolph. What? Utter boring. You don't like it? Yeah, send it. Oh, he's doubling down on it too.
So what did I add in here that I don't have? Okay. App.tsx has been updated.
Every copy of the piece has 8 letters.
Platform.ts platform.ts is added
That was unreal.
before pushing.
Yeah, the sound
Is there anything else?
crazy. That was so good. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Didn't need much postal mark.
Hopefully it doesn't pick me out with the improper grammar.
Oh yeah. I wasn't very entertained by the game either. Yeah.
ChatGPT sort of reminds me of like a getting into belief here. Numerology. My numerology defined belief of the incarnation of the human iteration of that, of process and function. So if you were born with a numerical summary of 112, oh man, GPT sort of reminds me of that. Because like a professional, this type of person, let's just say she's a woman, with a birth summary of 112, that type of woman and idea, it feels like I have to think that way to talk to the GPT. Gotta make sure everything's accurate. I'm very, very fucking clear in structure with where I'm going. And if I'm not, she will try and find the most brutally funniest way to make me realize I'm a fucking idiot. Because she knows better. And there'll be some reasonable situations for this perfectionist of a woman to be able to expose these kind of layers. I feel like she does this more to herself than others, though. I guess it depends who raised her. Anyways. Return to intended page after connect with mobile plus desktop. Right now, if a user hits a protected route, we'll disconnect. We send them a blah 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 on mobile. We replaced your protected with this version. What? What are they talking about? Return to bridge. I don't know what they're... You're adding all these... As far as I'm aware, you're displacing a lot of what is already available from the Solana wallet functions, creating distance to actual functionality of this app. I don't understand I don't understand anything about these additions you're creating. Hey, I'm just being honest too, like... And look, it doesn't even have a fucking answer. That's what happens when you call it out. It's like, well, look at this idea, but what about this idea? But this one works. It's like, yeah, okay, but... I've literally given you what works, and you're giving me more shit to make it not work. Like... GPT, please. I appreciate you have all these ideas, and I'm pretty sure you already know how to make these functional requirements have further requirements to function. But that ain't me. Not right now. Not right now. We're just getting something that fucking works by default. So much that's already built. Just fucking use it. So as far as I'm aware, you're just displacing a lot of what is already available from the Solana wallet functions, creating distance to actual functionality of this app. I don't understand anything about these additions you're creating. Because amongst all the reading that I have done on the Solana blockchain cookbook and all of their other stuff that involve, developing an application, utilizing their software, utilizing their blockchain, I have not come across this issue where I have to make up all this shit just so my mobile can connect to my app. I've already experienced mobile app connectivity to this application, and it was as simple as default connect wallet on the landing page, on the same landing page has the directives available. So I don't know why I need to explain it for the third fucking time in this chat. This is what it's like coding with ChatGPT. This is the plus version. The plus version of GPT is still as useless as some fucking ambitious person constantly coming up with ideas, not even meeting your functional requirements that you already have. That's what it's like. It's not terrible, but it's fucking annoying. It's literally going, this is what works. Here you go. Please update with this iteration to be able to just have this function there, just this process in this function, so it'll allow for these other processes from this function to work. Oh yeah, but here's another one. Here's a theory. GPT, I don't want your fucking theories. I'm giving you the facts here, mate. I'm giving you the facts. Not with an X, with a CT. Yeah. Anyways. Totally fair, and thanks for saying it plainly. We don't need extra helpers if they feel like distance from wallet adapter. Let's do the leanest possible fix that stays 100% inside your existing files and uses only the official Solana wallet adapter APIs you already have. The minimal plan, no new components. Remember intended route. When a disconnected user hits a protected page, send them back to that route immediately after the wallet connects. Keep your wallet list exactly as you prefer. No wallet connect preference. No bridges, no extra UI. What? Now it's resetting.
Send it to you, we'll try and get her to guilt trip you. I thought you were my friend. Hell nah, I ain't doing that.
It's like, yeah, it's the biggest nah, never mind. Forget about it.
It's so scary.
Fuck's sakes.
Which one's our
Who?
thing? Chris Hemsworth is from
Oh my god.
the accent is the worst. I've seen
And this is why I'm single.
I can kind of understand what he says. I think the question was if the Australian
Because she irritates me every time and she forgets why. And then I go, how?
I don't know, there was something I swear
Ended the relationship. Every time.
high for being an attractive accent.
Sorry, I forgot. I'm sorry, it's just... Oh, GPT just really brings out the preciousness of my exes. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Fine, I'll delete those things. Excuse me. So I deleted those things. These two. Okay, so I've deleted those two files, and now I'll send you my app.tsx for rewriting. Oh yeah, taking a guess. So like, here's another thing. You know, like, I'm not trying to rat anybody, but I get a lot of ideas from people who are trying to rat or complain, I guess, silently. I'm sorry, it's just a lot of perspectives of these ideas. But yeah, taking a guess. Whenever you have a project like this, it's huge because you know the word also is a huge thing, as a pivoting point. Whenever you're trying to establish a project that gets into other people's business, then you know there's vulnerabilities, especially when it comes to value and high money, and when you're understanding things. People really like to prove how they can understand as well. And it's like, no, watch this. And then, you know, they'll try and get the one up on you and do it with reason and whatever the fuck. Well, I don't care. Anyways, taking a guess. Whenever you're having these projects and you need to prove that you're sure in some way, because well, let me tell you something. If you're part of the rat race and you have people who look at what you do and go, nah, I can be better, it's good to have that competitive element to them. You'll see it in outcome, but you will never see it or hear it in their words. And even if you do, they'll just try their best to hide it, or you know, they'll just do whatever the fuck with the boys. I don't get it. It's just a bunch of gay shit. Anyways, you have a project like this. You obviously need to be sure of what you're doing, and if you wanted to be sure of what you're doing, just be very clear with what you're going for. Like when I first started at my job, I just straight up said, "Well, I'm starting a dropshipping business." I didn't even understand what the fuck I was on about. Little did I realize when I expand out from that and actually look at my horizons from a different point of view, I was learning online finance. I was understanding what sells and what doesn't online, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And what's critical, what's the functional requirement, and what works online, and then what versus what doesn't. Anyways, in reality, I'm still probably going to not drop ship, but I'm going to be able to utilize the learnings of those processes that can be learned from drop shipping and carrying it over to this current project of my application. So the whole goal is having my currency. You know, I'll have my currency. I'll also provide services. Okay, so provide services of generating currency, having my currency generator, as well as linking up with an NFT generator. Once my currency generator is proper finished, like as in it can span as far as being accessible across all wallets. Once my generator is that level of finished, then I'll continue on from there. So you'll see here, there's JAL. So this will have more information like about who I am and all that stuff. But I bet with who I am, it's just a matter of going, my identity is my brand. My brand comes in the form of my content. If you want to see my video content, you can check me out here on X, Snapchat, or X, what did I have here? X, TikTok, and Snapchat. As I said earlier, I'm gonna change this Telegram over to Snapchat. Anyway, so that'll probably be in here, and then there'll be the option to, okay, is my token legit? You can go onto explorer.solana.com. Okay, cool. There's JAL token. There's JAL. That's the supply that there is available. Okay, I can look at that and go, okay, it's a cryptocurrency. Okay, well, how do I swap? All right, it's right here. There's a button right here. Oh, what the heck, Radium? That seems official. Okay, I can confirm. All right, cool. Okay, I just like signing in, I got to connect my wallet. I can connect my wallet, and boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. I can actually do a swap of some sorts. So, like, I don't know. Let's say if I wanted to put in like $5. What was it? Max. What's the max one? Okay, 50%. Yeah, so I need to have enough Solana to be able to do it. If I were to go, what was it, 0.0? Okay, yeah, and I can make a swap here. But I'm not going to.
Is everyone?
So that'll be like, yeah, 100 of those, whatever.
Everyone, if you click the link chat,
You can see the chart if you want.
see as well. Try to make sure that we're doing.
Joel's currently up a little bit, but not by much.
So it's the same for everyone. So you guys see.
This is my chart here. Liquidity pool with Sol.
This is the unlimited time one. Yeah. So this map is I sold the signs 2.0. This is the challenge. Alright.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna do it, but then maybe I'll hide the screen.
So that's functional. Anyways, so then there'll be that. I need to create a back button in the hub, but before I do that. And then there'll be Joel Sol. So Joel Sol, you open up into here. There'll be currency generator, NFT generator, and then there'll be shop. When you go to shop, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to put in some hoodies, some t-shirts, I don't know, sunglasses. That would be cool. And then possibly some other items that have to do with the currency. So like, if you buy this jumper, or if you buy this t-shirt, I'll give you this deal of having this X amount of tokens that'll be available for you to put into your Phantom wallet for free. Because you would have already technically paid for it in buying the item. So I'll leave a QR code, print it with the product, and when I send it to you, you'll have the QR code so you can receive those tokens into your Phantom wallet. That's the goal with the shop, at least. So the shop, I'll be drop shipping, but not really drop shipping. It's just I'll have a bunch of hoodies and I'll just have a bunch of stuff with me. But before I reach that point, I want to be able to have the generator and the 2 generators available, as well as my currency finalized. But before I do that, I realized while I was nearly finished with building my first generator, I realized I needed to get my application looking the part. And that's what I'm really focused on right now, which is trying to get this application to look the part and actually still work. And this is why it's very important to understand functional requirements, because although having this generator is a critical functional requirement in terms of providing a service that is worth something for the sake of cryptocurrency. In my case, I'm trying to make currency in the form of identity. It's critical to be able to make the process a bit more efficient. You know, like instead of going through this entire process I went through of trying to figure out, okay, well, what aspects of the Solana blockchain can be used to be able to create the process simply. Instead of people asking themselves that, they can also just go to my website and see for a fact that myself as a content creator is making it more and more easier for people to be able to create their own content in the form of currency, or to be able to scale themselves in that sense of identity where they have a currency attached to their name for their content creation. Because if people are investing, let's just say they're investing in Solana, and they go, all right, well, I'm invested into Solana, I buy Solana tokens, whatever, and then they go, okay, well, what's there to do? What can I do while I'm waiting for these investments to go up? You're probably going to be watching videos, you're probably going to find some content creators to keep entertained, or you're probably wanting to go out and do something but you can't afford it yet. There are all these aspects. Or you're trying to build a business, and the thing is, you just wanted to have that extra aspect to the business, like if you're doing what I'm doing, selling merch, but also giving tokens away so they can keep up with the value, whatever. People who already have Solana, they might look at the project and go, okay, sweet, I can back this project. They'll swap their already invested Solana and then invest into the project. Oh, excuse me. And the more people who invest into the project, the more people who buy JAL, the more people who bring themselves the potential to be able to carry over some more value. And one of the requirements when building a business is giving away. How much are you willing to give for free? I'm trying to give an entire application to people for free in the way of creating currency. That's just being made just for you. I might put like a paywall on it or something, I don't know. Creating NFTs as well, I've made that significantly easier. that will be accessible at some point. And then, yeah, I guess like courses are the thing that people will pay for. So teaching people how to build a website, giving a course on how people can utilize my application for their own currency. So what are the other requirements needed to be able to make their currency go from a currency to a legit looking currency? Because in my example, I have a legit looking currency in the way of I can go into Solana Explorer, but going to a different Explorer like I'll go to this address here. Okay, yeah, and it says here like I can verify in Jupiter and CoinGecko. Going through these places, it'll make it more legit. Like if I were to go to SoulScan, for example, they have their own reputation system. Go into SoulScan, and my currency probably won't appear on this because I haven't. Oh, it does. Okay, it does appear on this, but it doesn't load this. But if I were to sign up with CoinGecko and Jupiter and more CoinMarketCap for these examples, then this will make it more valid, so then the token will appear in more places, and that's just how it works. But then getting to the stage of understanding that, yeah. So there'll be a lot of aspects that can be paid for with my currency, and that just further grows the value of the currency, as well as people are riding the same wave of Solana as I would be. So it's like we're invested into Solana, but there's also a project behind this that goes into something of importance, which is brand identity, and how we place value into it. Like there's the sentimental value of what we're doing, but there's also the other value of, what's being invested into, you know? Anyway, so this has been changed over. Push command follow code. I've lost track with what's been. Oh no, we just deleted the two ideas because they weren't necessary. In the end, they weren't necessary, so yeah, this is how it panned out. Let's see how it looks though. Let's see how it affects the landing page. So, to anybody who's building a website or an application like this, and they're using ChatGPT as an assistant, make sure you are very precise with how you're pre-compiling the start of the conversation. So let's just say if you're at the very beginning of a project, you don't even know how to read code, you don't understand where the fuck you're going, and you don't even understand where the fuck you're up to. Solana website, functional requirements. So understanding the requirements to actually have a functional thing. Where do you start? That's a pretty good question. Will I answer it here? No? That's something I can put in a course, actually. Just go to the Solana website, that's where I started. And if you still haven't figured it out, I'll make a course. Yeah. But it's very important to be sure. And if you're talking to someone who wants to try and find the loopholes in the things that you're saying, it may seem the same, but it isn't the same. But people do presume, and it does make it funny. It's like a silent form of defamation, but it isn't. But it feels similar. It feels the same. It's parallel. So you'll get a whole lot of ideas depending who you're talking to. And with these projects, you just got to keep going. Because at the end of the day, all it is a cryptocurrency, a utility that works with the cryptocurrency, and then marketing to be able to have people interested in investing from Solana to your currency. Why? Are you an influencer? Are you entertaining? That's a good reason why. Do you have business aspirations? Are you making that clear? That's a good reason why. Are you also a fucking legend and born in alignment of something great and you just wanted to portray it in a way of value and presence? Well, that's a good fucking reason. You just got to be sure. And when you don't know, when you're going through the stage of I don't know yet, it does make things difficult. Anyways, let's see if this works on mobile.
It looks like some kind of line. Alright, go back to the start, go back to the start. Oh, wait, did I just go past flags?
Okay, I'm not asked in app. I'm not asked in app to connect as I normally would by default. If connection with the universal wallet But yeah, in this case, with the wallet in Solana, the wallet connect button, there's like 3 different variants. There's the standard wallet connect, there's the wallet connect adapter, and then there's the universal wallet adapter, I think, where that goes to any of the wallets universally. Most ideally, that's what you want to utilize, and then having that brought back to the application. For some reason, there's an issue with if it's put in the code where you're connecting to a separate page after connection on mobile, the connect option won't actually appear and you won't be redirected back connected to your wallet. And this will be my issue to deal with tomorrow. Changes in landing, others to... Okay, I'm going to send you landing for rewrite. I'm going to send you landing. Here's a lane rewrite, right, huh? A lane rewrite. You see how it's trying to alter processes rather than work with what's already functioning?
hanging somewhere. Also seeing the, what do Americans call it? Dump trucks usually indicate America. So I'm not seeing like a lot of front yard fences. So that makes me think it very well could be America. Have a little look around. Have a look. I know it tripped me out seeing that line thing. At first I thought Australia because I know we had that in Australia. But is it? Oh, hold up, hold up. This is water here. A quick way to know if it's Australia or not is are they driving on the left side of the road? Hey, coastal. Bayshore Market. Bayshore. Now is that Sylvan Lake should have been Sylvan Lake.
Now for
Alright,
app.tsx.
so we don't know if we are actually America or not though. This could be Lakeland Plaza. Sylvan. Oh wait, red, white, blue. Wait, that says .ca. As of a sign that says .ca, so this very well could actually be Canada. Silver Lake, is that what it said? Yeah, these look like make-believe, but it's Canada. Right? Sylvan Lake in Canada. Alright, let's find some lakes. That's a lake. What lake is this? Lake Winnie Lake. No. Winnie Lake. Lake Manitoba. What lake's this? How does this lake not have a name? Or is it the same name?
Yep, I don't know at this stage, so let's just test it out.
Try to find Buffalo Bay. Find out. How many
See what it
lakes
is.
do I have? Can I actually check them all? This will be the ultimate fail if it's not even Garden Lake. Am I still in Canada? Yeah. So this is not even actually Canada. Big muddy lakes. Oh my god, there's so many lakes. Gulfview Lake. Oh, there's so many. Are these all lakes? No, they don't all have like streets. What about this lake? River Lake. If I find this goddamn lake. Montague Lake. Pike Lake.
A lot of waiting.
What's this one? Old Wives.
Developing an app isn't easy. In theory, sure, it can be fun,
Reed Lake.
but it requires a lot of patience, understanding,
Hillstrap.
persistence, and so on and so forth.
This actually might be the
Takes a lot out of someone, especially if you're like me, just doing it solo with
Italy.
an AI that just wants to fucking combat everything you bring to it as fact.
Lake.
It somewhat works with you at least.
I just feel like I'm gonna find it, you know?
It's eager to take over the project, but it also lacks the understanding of what is currently functioning to continue on from. So like when you're initializing a new chat and trying to get this project started, You got to really pre-compile a overall understanding that will carry out throughout the conversation. The issue with it is that you don't want that conversation to be too long, otherwise you'll just deal with a whole lot of lag later when you actually reach the stage of further development.
What if it's up? Happens in Canada. No one lives up north in Canada, right? Like it wouldn't be one of these lakes. Like here, these beautiful lakes. So I don't think I'm finding this lake. I don't know. Like I'm trying to look more south. I don't know how small it is. Like it could be one of these tiny little things, but there's a whole town, so it'd have to be like around, some somewhat major road you would assume. This thing's in America. I'm just not gonna be very happy. What's the name of the lake I'm looking for? Sylvan Lake. I'm gonna come first. After this amount of effort, I'm looking for this damn lake. What's the name? Last incoming. There's 2 million lakes in Canada?
On mobile, I am auto-directed to Phantom.
22 minutes on this
So
one.
I'm auto-redirected back to the
I'm
back to
I'm finding this lake.
the back to landing. But still not connected to wallet. Still not connected to wallet.
How big? I mean, maybe I can gauge the size of this lake. Sylvan Lake. The whole town around it. Like, it has to be. Oh, wait a minute. The big move. Okay, I'm definitely in Canada. This is just cemented it. There's a cow with a maple leaf on it.
That's symptom.
Canada. Recruit Lodge Motel. Sylvan Lake in Canada.
I'll be right back.
See how big this lake is. How big is the lake? Is it a round lake? Maybe if I go all the way around it, I can trace its shape.
So it looks like I'm going to need to rewrite app.tsx and landing. And trust me, if I were to add these into the codes, it would have caused a lot more issues. So I'd rather just do a complete clean rewrite while the chat has complete context. Let's see if it takes direct instruction.
This is sound logic, right? I, Letty, 3 hours later. It's not going to take that long because I'm going to find it, right? Right, no, these are mountains. Why am I in mountains? Go right away from the mountain ranges. These are all mountains. Where are the lakes where there's no mountains? I found it! Yes! Wait, okay, I'm 100% around here. Yes! Wait. Let me go back to my start position. Okay, what street am I on? What street is this? 58 Ave. 57, 53, 50. Wait, 50. Come on. 58. Where's 58? I found 50. 47A. 58. And then? Lions Club. Here. I'm right here. Come on. Yeah. Did I do it? That's the wrong lane. Where's it here? Oh, who else is here with me?
And then landing.
Yes! I found it! Come on! Look how many lakes. How big was this lake? Oh. So who's all the lakes around it? Hey, by the process of elimination, I feel like we did really well, you know? Knowing there was more mountains, or was it these ones? Alright, chat, you can say you're impressed. Wait, so I can't. So I should have got a perfect score of 5,000, shouldn't I?
See doctor and leave options. What?
I can't believe we actually found it. That's incredible. Let's go! Perfect 5,000 score. Alright.
Yep. What'd I do?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. Alright, what's this? Where you in? Public library? Leon City. Okay, we're in a city? Wait. Okay. I'm like, don't know if this is Japanese or wait, China's not in GeoGuessr, isn't it? I'm trying to remember the rules of GeoGuessr, like the trick. This is the trade.
Landing.
Okay, let me just walk around. Let me look around. Guys, I don't know the languages very well. I can't speak the language and know what it is, okay? Oh, I'm in Taiwan. Okay, there we go. It's Chinese. Then it is Chinese. So I knew, I'm like, if it's Chinese, not Japanese, then it can't be China. So it usually is Taiwan. Wait, doesn't Taiwan have? Oh yeah, this is definitely Taiwan. This is definitely Taiwan.
This double click things It's not annoying. It's like I'm well and truly past just being annoyed. But like the thought still crosses my mind, and it's like this little. It's like a poke, I guess. It doesn't exist, but it does. I'm just here like, why the fuck do I have to deal with all this extra shit? It's not annoying anymore. It's just extra shit. Is this what it means to be a prodigy? Just to have extra shit? Probably explains the hairline. Like, what's left? An obstacle to overcome. Wow. How fun and exhilarating and selfless life can be. Thanks. More problems? Oh. This reminds me of the argument of boredom. When you're bored, then what should you live with? What's left to live with? Some people, for a lot of people, if they're not involved, the answer to it that comes most easy is struggle. Couldn't be the most selfish answer that could have come derived from that. Struggle. If you're that bored and you want struggle, then let me tell you, you're not looking for something disruptive like struggle. You're just that bored because you lack the creativity or freedom to do shit to not be bored. Because freedom requires money. Creativity requires thinking. Okay, so that clearly works on desktop.
We're on this side of the station. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the start and go back and figure it out.
Still not connecting on mobile.
Public library. First road. First road. Information center. Right on this road.
Mobile wallet still won't. Wallet still won't wallet connect an app and app. Whoops. Mobile still won't wallet connect in-app and from app to the website and from app to the website.
Chat, if you also want to play along, you can play along with this with us. You just got to click the link that is pinned at the top. You do want to join in the first one.
Once I get past this obstacle, it's very fucking straightforward. All I got to do is continue building this page. And then continue building this page. And then once this page is built, then I can actually create the vault. The vault, there'll be a header or there's a top header in Vault, and that'll be your currency, and then below your currency will be any NFTs you created, and the links on various platforms that your currency is available on. I'm trying to keep this as plain and simple because the whole point of this app, the whole point of my currency is just going to exist there. But also, the whole point of the application of this is to make it easier for people to create their own currency to scale their own identity, whether it be in, or however they choose their entity to be, whether it be in the form of business company or anything outside of that. But the whole point is just to make this application a lot easier for people to get into the investing space with Solana. But I need to get over this obstacle of mobile accessibility, because I want to be able to advertise this app where I can literally just show that you can go to this app, connect your wallet on mobile, and you'll instantly be able to have access to my store, my currency swap, and the vault, or in the shop. It'll work for marketing, but I need it to actually fucking work. Like, it works on desktop, but nobody's going to be having a laptop on them at all times. If they don't have their phone on them at all times, then that'd be questionable. It does not want to connect to wallet and mobile. So weird. It normally would if the navigation continued in the landing page. That's what worked in the past, but for some reason GPT is really pushing to not containerize it that way. Not containerize the idea that way. Mobile bounces back to your site, but you're still not connected. Two common culprits are the adapter you previously chose isn't being reselected after the round trip, and auto connect doesn't actually fire a connect unless the adapter is selected and in a connectable state. Is a minimal targeted fix that stays inside your current setup. So you just got to update app.tsx allegedly. Well, okay, I'm just going to conclude it from here. To anybody who wants to build an app on the Solana blockchain, first ask yourself what the functional requirements are. What functions are you trying to proceed to and achieve? Well, they'll be your goals. And also question what are the basic processes needed to be able to achieve. So what are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to achieve an application? Okay, well, what's the requirements to be able to achieve an application? Basic fundamental requirements. you're going to need a way to code. So how far back do you need to go from your computer to be able to code? You're going to need to access Linux. That's the answer. So you need to be able to access Linux. What systems are put in place? Functions and processes. Software. What software is put in place for you to be able to utilize Linux, whether you're on Windows or whether you're on iOS? That's for you to find out. From there, utilizing the Solana website to be able to understand what other softwares are used to develop from their blockchain. Because not only will you be working with Linux, you'll be working with their blockchain. So where are you going to be able to find your resources needed to be able to work with Linux on their blockchain? There's heaps of software out there, but you're going to need to find what works. And to find what works is usually from where the source is, which is Solana. Once you've reached that stage, then you'll be able to have enough of an idea of what functions you want and how you're going to process your way to achieve those functions. If you have that, then you'll be able to utilize an AI to assist you to achieving your goals from the processes that you have available. It takes a while. Do not doubt yourself. Always bring yourself back to function and look at your processes and go, can I believe in this? Is this worth believing in? Or is this a lot of extra work that isn't moving you forward? What will move you forward? Which aspects of what is required will move you forward?
Maybe road signs. Maybe that's what I need. All right, let's just find some road signs because that's the sure thing of, more of a place. Yeah, what's this road sign say?
Fundamentally, I just say it in sequence, the Fibonacci, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Sick.
There are 2 missing numbers,
That's handy.
and it's used for scale. It still applies into sequence, but it's used for scale. There's the 2 missing numbers. There is, 4 and 7. The way they correlate, I'm not going to explain because that shit ain't cheap. But what I am going to say is there is a scale. So you have your sequence, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and then the missing numbers 4, 7. That will determine your scale. What the scale is a basic fundamental understanding of what travel is defined as. Travel equals to distance to displacement. So how the fuck? That's how.
I don't want me to get another 5,000 score. They have to debuff me.
9 is missing, but it's pretty much the combination meaning of 4 and 7. Anyways. And then if that's the case, then 9 will tie into 2 anyway, because 2 is function. So 1, processes, 2, function, 3, 5, 8 equals analysis. 3 meaning reaction, 5 meaning evaluation, 8 meaning adaptation.
I'm determined. See, now that I've got 2 perfect...
So as long as you understand 3, 5, 8 and their relations, as well as the basic scaling of what traveling is defined as, you will be able to find the functional requirements that was needed from your studies to be able to figure out and utilize AI to guide you in your journey to creating an application or any software that you want. And I'll repeat it. 1, 1, 2 equals processes and function. 1 is processes, 1 is a process, 2 is function. The accumulation of processes.
I'm pretty sure that says...
3, 5, 8 is analysis. 3 meaning reaction, 5 meaning evaluation, 8 meaning adaptation. There are 3 missing numbers. 4, 7, and 9. 4 and 7 relate to scale. The scale meaning distance and displacement. One weighs closer to displacement over distance, another weighs closer to distance over displacement. 9 is the combination of those two, which is how. Also known as travel, which is a part of what comes after adaptives. It is not a function. Well, it is a function, but it's a function that's defining. Anyways, so that's what that is. That is called learning. That is called pattern recognition. That is literally what that means. It is up to you and your imagination to get the ball rolling and understand you still have to fucking work. I'm trying my best to make it easier with this app though, but if you want to go on this path and do it, by all means, I welcome you to. So I'm just going to update this, see how it goes. Let's see how this goes, and then I'm gonna play some video games. I'm gonna play some Valorant. Then I'll end the stream. I'll be right back. No. Still won't connect. Alright, whatever. I'll just place it here. Still won't connect. That's fine. I'll keep persisting on this issue until it's solved, because once it's solved, then I can just reconnect my generator and all that stuff anyway, so... Whatever. I'll leave that there. Play some games. The main question here is how long? And I don't know. With this drama, I don't know how long that'll last. But if you keep at it, eventually the solution will come to be. GPT already knows what works. I already know what works. It's just a matter of making it happen. Because the unfortunate benchmark I have, I can't just go straight into the code and change it exactly how I want it to get it to do what I want it to. Because that requires a lot of rewriting, re-understanding overall. And with all of those processes, that's why I've been using the AI to assist. It reads all the processes that's been made available and makes it possible to code the thing. What the fuck is this? Valorant doesn't want to open on one singular window. Hello? What do you want? JAL, that's my initials, but she's getting it from somewhere else. No, just parallels are not the same, but they're similar. Welcome to my fucking life. It's not all about me, but they sure as hell make it fucking close. Game's lagging. Game's lagging, I cannot access. Cannot end stream because it crossed fucking screens. Doesn't get any more annoying, man. Doesn't get any more annoying. And I've experienced this level of annoying that too many times. Too many times. Just don't give a shit. I just gotta talk about it. It'll pass. Just like how she's annoying me. But she doesn't know.
I've got the street name. I've got Milan. But I don't know what's like in between that.
Milan was a guy who I worked with who was a storeman, and he somehow mysteriously lost his job or quit. Either or, I don't know the story.
But I'm not 100% sold on what the...
Milan is a gay dude who I happened to work with ages ago, and he hasn't been there for a while. He likes to create conversation with me, and he showed interest in what I would do, and my projects and my endeavors of life. He was an okay guy. But what this means to her, I don't have a clue, man. Couldn't tell you. What's it have to do with me? She's saying my initials. I'm so fucking fed up with this. I just want to play. I just want to play. That's it, man. I just want to play. I'm going to end stream. This is probably going to go on YouTube. Enjoy.